What's up gamers, it's Fun Guy. Hazard Zone is the Battle Royale-esque mode that we get within Battlefield 2042. It is, however, quite different from your average Battle Royale for a number of reasons. Chief among those being the emphasis on collecting the data drives and extracting with them, rather than your standard be the last man standing objective. We also have the artificial intelligence soldiers known as occupying forces. I'll tell you gamers, these soldiers are no joke. They'll chase you down and kill you just as easily as enemy players. After a few frustrating rounds playing with randoms, I decided to wait for an opportunity to play with a full squad. For some reason, the game has launched without its own VoIP system, which is a topic unto itself, best left for another video I think. Luckily, I managed to squad up with 3 other PS5 players and formed a chat party. I recommend you do this too if you want to get the most out of this game mode. Being able to chat with the rest of your squad means that you can plan your loadouts, formulate a strategy, and be a team by calling out enemy positions and other useful information. As far as strategies go, keeping a low profile seems to be the meta right now. You can hear gunfire from a great distance, so keeping off the radar will allow you to sneak up on other fire teams as they scoop up the loot after a battle. If you do get into an extended firefight, guys, expect trouble and be prepared to get attacked from behind. In Hazard Zone, you get 2 opportunities to extract. The first will come about 5 minutes after you deploy, and the second one will follow roughly 10 minutes after the first one leaves. So do you go for the first extraction or wait for the second? I would say if you have managed to collect 4+ data drives, then go ahead and make for the first extraction if it's close enough. If you haven't yet collected any data drives, the first extraction point will be a good place for you to pick up a few, as there will be heavy fighting around the first extraction point. Take your time, surround the extraction zone, and pick off any teams that didn't manage to extract. Once this is done, you can move in and hoover up the loot. I think the key here is to be as patient and careful as possible. Rushing in this just seems to get you killed every time. So hold back, check the area for any movement, move in slowly with the support of your squad. Now, that's not to say you can't split up. If one of you's a sniper, for example, and has an opportunity to get a nice high lofty vantage point, by all means, go for it. However, I must insist that on my experience, running in to the extraction zone gung-ho will only end in tears. So take your time, plan out your route in, give yourself as much cover as possible, and think about where the enemy teams might be coming from. Maybe you've seen some data tapes get picked up at a spot recently. Chances are there'll be an enemy squad coming from that direction to the extraction site. And that is a perfect opportunity for you to gather up a few extra data drives. And that, for me, is one of the best things about Hazard Zone, is that it's so damn strategic. Compared to a standard Battle Royale where it's just run in, get kills, don't die, survive to the last man, and you win. No, in this you have to survive, but also you have to get on the helicopter. So whether you like it or not, you have to put yourself in harm's way. Now, the way you go about doing that will determine whether you're successful or if you end up left behind and dead. Now, one thing that can really make a big difference in staying alive is vehicles, especially this little guy right here, the LATV-4. The minigun on top is absolutely devastating, so if you get one, utilize it. In this clip here, we're going to park it up right in the extraction site. I'm going to sit on the gun and just mow down any occupying forces that come along, while my squad fan out around me and cover my flanks. For the second extraction zone, you do get a little more time to prepare, so make use of this and try to locate some form of transport and collect yourself a ranger or squad uplink too if you can. This will be your last chance to extract, so When the countdown reaches that 4-minute mark, the location will be revealed and you should immediately head there. Try to keep a low profile if you can and wait 50 to 100 meters away from the extraction zone, being sure to conceal yourself as much as possible. You can expect the enemy fire teams as well as occupying forces to move into the area as your ride makes its final approach. If all goes well, you should be able to pick off enemy fire teams as they run for extraction. When you've got 30 seconds to go on the clock, now's the time to make your move. Make a mad dash for the helo, using any cover you can and killing any last enemies in your path. If you're lucky, you and your squad will be safely tucked up inside your ride home. And that, gamers, is how you win a game of Hazard Zone. Don't forget to save up your Dark Market credits. I'm personally not going to be using a single penny of mine until I've reached 100,000. That way, I know I'll never have to worry about scrimping on my loadouts. Especially in these early days when everyone's still learning what Hazard Zone's all about. I think so far I've only seen one player using a gun other than the standard M5, so don't bother wasting any money on fancy guns yet. Save yourself up a good amount of coin, and then later on you can give yourself a pat on the back. And that's the video, guys. Do you like Hazard Zone? Let me know in the comments below what you think of this mode so far. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, please consider clicking that subscribe button as well as, of course, smashing that thumbs up button. It really helps me out to grow the channel and provide more content like this for you guys. I'm Fun Guy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.